Hello everyone, this is Anil Kumar. Today topic is quick revision of solution. So let us begin the class. And this molarity is denoted by M, where this is defined as number of moles of solute present in 1 liter of solution. So you can also write this formula as N into 1 by V in liters. And next we can also write this formula as M is equal to given weight by gram molecular weight into 1 by V in liters. If the volume is given in milliliters, we can take this as M is equal to weight by gram molecular weight into 1000 by volume in milliliters. So this is how we calculate molarity. And if two solutions are given, like if two acids or two bases, so if a mixture of acid or bases are given, so mixture of acids, it may be two acids or three acids, or it may be two bases or three bases. Then we can calculate the final molarity as M is equal to M1V1 plus M2V2 by V1 plus V2. If three acids are mixed, you can take this as a plus M3V3 by V1 plus V2 plus V3. And if a mixture of acid and base is given, so the solution is mixed, it is a mixture of acid and base, then the molarity M will be equal to M1V1 minus M2V2 by V1 plus V2. So the condition is M1V1 should be greater than M2V2. If acid value is more, then take M1V1 as acid. If base value is more, then take M1V1 as base. Next topic is normality. It is denoted by N, and it is a number of gram equivalents of a solute present in 1 liter. So it is weight by gram equivalent weight into 1 by V in liters. In the same way, if volume is given in milliliters, then you can take this as weight by gram equivalent weight into 1000 by V in milliliters. And also remember one more relation, that is normality is equal to molarity into basicity, or this is for acids, or if basis is given, then it is acidity. Next, if in the same way, if two acids are mixed, so it is a mixture of acids or bases. Bases, then the molarity, so the normality can be taken as N1 V1 plus N2 V2 by V1 plus V2. In the same way, if a mixture of acid and base is given, so it is a mixture of acid and base, then N is equal to N1 V1 minus N2 V2 by V1 plus V2. And here also the condition is N1 V1 should be more than N2 V2. If acid is more, take N1 V1 as acid. If base is more, take N1 V1 as base. And if any question, if they ask, they give percentage of the acid or base and they ask to calculate the molarity by giving density of the acid or base, then we can use this formula. For normality, we can use this formula: percentage into density into 10 by gram equivalent weight. In the same way, if you want to calculate molarity when density and percentage of an acid or base is given, then molarity is equal to percentage into density into 10 by gram molecular weight. So these are relations for normality. Next topic is molality. And this molality is denoted by small letter m. It is nothing but number of moles of solute present in 1 kg of solvent. So it is n into 1 by v in kgs. And you can also write this as m is equal to weight by gram molecular weight into 1 by v in kgs. If the solvent is given in grams, then you can take this as weight by gram molecular weight into 1000 by A, 1000 by V in grams. That's all. So these are important relations for molality. And next, one more thing you have to remember, once just recollect mole fraction also. Mole fraction is nothing but it is the number of moles of one component, that is ratio of one component to total number of moles of all components. Suppose there are two substances, that is A and B. Let us take this is A is solute and B is solvent. And number of moles of A is taken as Na, number of moles of B is taken as Nb. And if you want to calculate mole fraction of A, then this is equal to number of moles of A by number of moles of A plus number of moles of B. In the same way, if you want to calculate mole fraction of B, then it is number of moles of B by number of moles of A plus number of moles of B. So this is how we calculate mole fraction. So if this is A is solute and this is solvent, mole fraction of solute is asked, then it is solute by solute plus solvent. Mole fraction of solvent is asked, then it is number of moles of solvent by solute plus solvent. This is about mole fraction. Next is colligative properties. So in the colligative properties, we have four colligative properties. The first one is relative lowering of vapor pressure. and this relative lowering of vapor pressure is taken as P naught minus Ps by P naught. So I'm not going in detail of these topics. I'm just discussing formulas. So P naught minus Ps by P naught, where this P naught is nothing but vapor pressure of solvent and Ps is vapor pressure of solution and this P naught is vapor pressure of solvent, and this is equal to mole fraction of the solute. So you can also calculate this as P naught minus Ps by P naught is equal to number of moles of solute by number of moles of solute plus number of moles of solvent. So this is a formula for relative lowering of vapor pressure. The same thing is for Raoult's law also. Next, second colligative property is it is elevation of boiling point. So in the elevation of boiling point, the elevation of boiling point delta TB is proportional to molality. Why means the colligative properties is nothing but these are the properties which depend on the number of particles present in the solution. So that is why the elevation of boiling point depends on the number of particles, so which is taken as molality proportional to m. Small m is molality, and we can remove this proportionality by writing constant, that is delta TB is equal to Kb into molality, where this Kb is called as ebullioscopic constant, and we can also expand this molality. So you can write this molality as delta TB is equal to Kb into weight of solute. So we are taking weight of solute as A into 1000 by molecular weight M into B. So here A represents weight of solute and B represents weight of solvent, and this Kb is constant and this M is very important, it is molecular weight of solute. And this delta TB is nothing but elevation of boiling point. So by using this formula, we can calculate molality if some elevation of boiling point is given. So this is the second colligative property. And next colligative property is depression of freezing point. So the third one is depression of freezing point. And this is also same like boiling point. So this is taken as delta TF. And this delta TF is also proportional to molality. And to remove the proportionality, we have to write delta TF is equal to KF into molality. And if you write this molality as weight of solute by gram molecular weight into 1000 by weight of solvent, you can write this formula as delta TF is equal to KF into weight of solute by molecular weight of solute, and here it is 1000 and here it is molecular weight of solvent. So here also this A is called as solute in the same way like depression of freezing point, same like depression of boiling point. Here A is also nothing but weight of solute and B is nothing but weight of solvent, and this M is nothing but molecular weight of solute. So this is same like elevation of boiling point. And the fourth colligative property is it is osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure is denoted by pi, and this osmotic pressure relation is it is same like ideal gas equation, that is pi v is equal to n into r into t, and you can also write this as pi is equal to c into r into t, where this c is nothing but concentration. Number of moles by volume is called concentration, so you can take this as pi is equal to c into r into t, and you can also write this formula as pi v is equal to number of moles is weight by molecular weight into r into t, or pi is equal to dRt by m. So if volume comes this side, mass by volume, weight by volume is density. So you can also write this as pi is equal to dRt by m. And here also R value is nothing but it is taken as 0.0821, and this R value is same like ideal gas equation, and the units of this R value is atmosphere, liter, mole inverse, Kelvin inverse. So these are the units of R. And in some problems, the pressure is given in bar, then you can take this as 0.083. But there is no much difference in the answer. You can remember either 0.083 or 0.082. No problem. After this colligative properties, we have Van 't Hoff factor, which is nothing but I. And this I value will change based on the extent of dissociation, and if any undissociated solute is given, then the I value will remain constant. So I value is taken as 1. Whenever there is a dissociation, the I value will change. Generally, the I value for KCl is equal to 2, and for MgCl2 is equal to 3 if it is 100% ionized, and K4 FeCN taken 6, it is equal to 5 I value, whether if it is 100% ionized, and if the ionization is like 50% or 80%, the I value will change. So to calculate the I value, we have to take the degree of dissociation, that is alpha. So for the dissociation, the alpha is calculated by the formula alpha is equal to I minus 1 by n minus 1. And if the given solute is associated, then alpha is equal to I minus 1 by 1 by n minus 1. So this is for degree of association. So based on the given solution, you can take association or dissociation. If the electrolyte or if the solute which is given is not associated, then the I value can be equal to 1. Next, so based on this I value, all the properties like all the colligative properties are changed. So whenever a solution like KCl, MgCl2 and this type of solutions are given, then in that case we have to consider I value also. So now the relative lowering of vapor pressure is modified to P naught minus Ps by P naught is equal to Van 't Hoff factor I into mole fraction of solute. So the first formula we don't have I. But whenever a KCl or MgCl to some acetic acid is given, then you have to consider I value also. Next, and elevation of boiling point is also modified. That is delta TB is equal to I into Kb into molality, and the depression of freezing point is modified as delta Tf is equal to I into Kf into molality. And the fourth one, that is osmotic pressure, is also modified as pi is equal to I into C into R into T. So these are the important relations which we have to remember. So whenever an electrolyte is associated or dissociated, then we have to take I value. I value should be considered, and then we have to change the formulas. The four colligative properties should be introduced with Van 't Hoff factor I. So these are important relations in the solutions. That's all for the day. Thank you.